Good morning, it's Jenny from the Middlesex Early On team, and today is a virtual experience making homemade paint. Now this is a great activity, especially if you don't have any paint at home. These are ingredients that we have around the kitchen, hopefully. Otherwise, yes, you could go to the grocery store when you do your shopping. It's also a great opportunity for children that still like to put things in their mouth. This is all edible, it's washable. It's just a great learning experience. So what we need for homemade paint is some sugar, cornstarch, and water. Now for this recipe, there's going to be 2 tablespoons of sugar, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and 1 cup of water. It's great to have your child help you to learn to measure, and something you can just do together. So it's just all going to go in the saucepan. You just measure it out evenly. Once it goes in the pot, it will look like very liquidy milk, and then it'll go on the oven on medium heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. I did a batch yesterday and let it cool. So once it starts to thicken in the pot, and once all the liquid is gone, that is when you can take it off and let it cool. And it will look like this. It only took about maybe 5 minutes or so to cool it. So it almost looks like lotion. I know it might look weird at first. But the next part is we're just going to put it in the containers that we have. And again, this is easy where you can double the recipe if you need a lot of paint. So again, you'll need some containers, 3 or 4, depending how many colors, as well as some food coloring and spoons to mix. So again, this is great if you want your child, they can help squeeze it or ask for how many drops and they'll tell you and they can mix. So I'm going to do some green. I'm just going to start with 3 drops. In the next container, yellow. I'm going to do 3 for all of them and just see what it looks like. And then I have a pinky purpley one. So then you can see if you wanted darker, you can add more. So depending, you can ask that with to your child. So that's a very pastel-y, springy color. So we'll move on to the yellow. So very easy and simple. This is edible. It's easy to wash. So it's great if you have a baby who is sitting up and you want to start introducing sensory experiences. This is also great. And just put it on a little bit on their high chair and let them explore. If it does go in their mouth, well, you know what it is. Just cornstarch, a little bit sweet. I did taste it myself just to see. So there's the colors. So once you're done, for the older kids that do like to touch things, or this is just something you can try for children that not very sensory oriented, you can put a little bit on a cookie sheet and then just let them explore and things like that. You can wash it away. It's not going to dry like regular paint where you need to keep the picture. So this is just really fun to do, and just something a little bit different. What you can also do if you don't have an easel, you can go outside and you can even paint or use your fingers on a window. Again, still easy to wash. It'll help your child. They can use the cloth and wipe it off. You can also use different materials besides, if you don't have paper, you can use newspaper, wax paper, foil. Again, it's the different textures, and you can just ask, how does it feel, you know, does it make a noise, especially with the foil? By putting it up outside on a fence or whatever else you may have there. It's going to be bumpy. If they're going to paint, you can use other tools like paint brushes or whatever else that you can find, potato masher, whatever ideas. You can even just ask your child what else you would like to use. The idea is by painting up on a window or up on a fence. It's a different technique when you're holding up something, so it does strengthen more of your wrists and your fingers than always just being on the table. So hopefully that gives you some ideas. Again, making the paint is easy. Another great extension is trying out other different homemade paint recipes, whether it is a watercolor paint or another different type of finger paint, and just see what the different textures are, and you can talk about that as well. So hopefully today you liked today's virtual experience from Middlesex Early On. Check out the link in today's video description for the full thing, and I hope you continue to connect, learn, and grow with us. Until next time, bye.